Hey, welcome back to Old Iron Acres. This looks like a beautiful day, but it's really gross out. Disgusting. It's just super high humidity and muggy, and this is not my favorite kind of day. So we had some storms roll through, and we've got cleanup, and we got lucky on this one.
Mother Nature planted us a new tree.
Right by the house, this silver maple dropped a branch. Kind of amazing. Fell out of the sky. None of us heard or saw it, and we didn't even think it was very stormy, which is a little strange. But we didn't hear this one drop. Pretty big one. So we're gonna go grab the tractor and use the Treepuller to grab it because it's vertical here, so I'd have a hard time grabbing it with the normal grapple. But this is really wild. Take a look at this. You can see where this tree had previously rotted away and broken off. But what is really interesting is just a little bit further down, some animal has burrowed into here. I don't know what kind of an animal burrows out the inside of the wood like this. And I don't know if you can see at the bottom, but there is a poor dead bird in an egg. But I find it wild because this isn't rotted wood per se. There were about five or six babies in that little nest. 3 of them got ejected into the lawn and were dead by morning. I'd say this is a good 25-foot branch plus. No problem for the tractor, but I think that's the best tool for the job. Let's go get it. Here we go. We got to first maneuver into this very tight space, trying not to rip up the front yard of the house or run over children and dog toys. That should give me a little extra maneuvering room. Now we are going to go into crawl mode. Go get this sucker. Yep, that'll do. All right, we got it. Good bite on it. Lifting it up. I'm sure it's off the ground by now. We're gonna try to back up slowly. Pull one tree out of another. I'm gonna try to not run over any furniture. I have a very large audience watching me on the porch. All right, so back to this. That's pretty good. That might even be 30 feet. I do not know how to do this. This is gonna get bad right there. I'm getting caught in the next set of trees. But I've made it, and our hammock is safe again. The hammock is safe again. Oop, we just lost a big branch. Now it's caught up in my tire. Oh, and we're in another tree. Man, I'm all over the place. Gotta watch what I'm doing. Wow. All right, I think that the telephone pole technique worked really well last time. Which is the spear technique. There we go. How's that for obscured driving? I want to get this over to the burn pile, and then I'm just going to chainsaw it up and pitch it in. I don't think leaving it whole on the burn pile would be a great idea, but I also don't think that saving this for firewood is going to be any good with that rot that was where the bird's nest was. But now I just got to get around this corner, and then we should be safe.
Easier said than done.
Trying not to hit as many of those trees over there as I can, but it's just a part of it. Yeah, gonna have some cleanup, branch down. Yeah, that corner has always been tight, blind, and difficult. All right, let's go. Watch out for my power lines. I feel like I'm carrying a flag in a parade. I actually think I'm going to put the big part on the burn pile, and then I'll cut the small ends off the other side with a chainsaw. That way I don't have to lift the big ones. I think that ought to do. Yep. Time to go get the gator and the chainsaw. We still have areas with a lot of moles. And these traps are still fantastic. Ugh. I don't mind moles, but just not everywhere on the property. So we're down by the field, the main field, and These are old cow troughs that we have, and I call this the dining room table because it's far enough away from the main house, and we let nature go back to nature here. There you go, Mr. Mole. So two other things are different around here. Last night, was the Kentucky Derby. I hope everyone watched. What do they say? The fastest 2 minutes in sports. And right after that, we were having so much fun here at the farm. My kids shaved my head. It was funny. It was quite an experience, but boy, does it feel good in this summer heat. I like it. And the next thing that's different, I've told you before, one of the channels I like watching is Brock at Rock Hill Farms. Well, he started the carnivore diet, and that inspired me to give it a shot. I've never really been very good on diets, but that sounded like one I could follow. And I'll tell you, these pants are feeling so baggy, there's nothing left. And I've got to crank a belt so tight, I think I've lost 5 inches around my waist in about 40 days. It's a crazy thing, but I'm not recommending it. That's up to you. You got to go do your research and see if it's the right thing for you. But I'm gonna keep trying it for a little while. Well, let's get rid of some of these branches and get them up on the pile. This is still where the electric chainsaw is just perfect.
Oh yeah, go electric chainsaw, go.
All right, this is where I go into Spider-Man mode. I don't want any of the spiders or chiggers off the tree getting in my shirts. And gotta watch out for that sun. I joke I come in 2 colors, white and hot pink. Hot pink's a bad sunburn. That's easy to do. I saw a truck come up the driveway. Gotta go help my brother-in-law get some dirt.
Well, I edited that out so I can keep going on this project.
We have some tree branches down. Gotta clean all that up. Well, so this one, I'm gonna try to sneak in and do an overhand grab of this down tree. See if I can get out of here with that. It's gonna be a little tricky, and I might go out into the road. We will see how well I can get in here and grab it.
What you really can't see here is just how close my front end loader is to the tree trunk. And my wheels.
All right, let's give it some gas. There it is up in the air. I like it. All right, I got a grip on it. That's good enough for me. Now the problem is getting out of here with this on it. I'm gonna have to do like an Austin Powers K-turn, you know, when he does like 27 turns, because this is a small field. And I've got my bush hog on the back, so I can't go back very far. And I have to take out my fence. It's tight. Oh, I had the tree up there, top, just tapped it though. We survived, and then I'll come back and get that piece right there. Oh, air conditioning, so nice. There we go, up the driveway. It's so much easier to just pick up that whole big piece rather than chainsaw it up into little bits. Then I gotta go change the front end of the tractor. Then I gotta go find the grapple, attach it, then go to the pile, then pick up the pile. There's really only 2 major pieces there that are huge. The rest of them I'm gonna have to pick up by hand anyway, so I'll just take the trailer on the gator down there and clean them up. I tell you, you gotta save like a full day once a month just for stick cleanup on a property this size. What's your experience staying on top of your stick cleanup? Or do you do it just when it's blocking the driveway? Oh, another tight turn with a long front end tip. There we go.
So when I dropped off this log,
Perfect.
I thought I was done and going to get my gator. And then I accidentally started another miniature project.
So I was just back behind this little barn we have, and this was a fence line, and had all these scrub brushes, and boy, that tree puller just comes in here and it rips everything out. This has never been so open. Now it's some hand tools and a little cleanup, but holy smokes, what a job that thing does in a matter of minutes. 15 minutes to clear this whole row. I'll come in and get rid of these soon, but that's like 2 minutes of work. It's just so amazing. I love that tree puller. Now I just have to switch to the grapple and come grab this pile and cart it away to a burn pile. So cool.
Well, anytime a big tree limb comes down, there's always all those small branches that break up, and the tractor doesn't do a very good job. So this is just part of cleaning up the fallen wood. Luckily, it was a pretty nice day to enjoy out here. And I always like trying to do a nice job if I can.
That was something. This tree back here is gone. It's dead. It drops like a 20 to 30 foot branch once a month almost. No, a little less than that. Every 2-3 months. I think I got a little project down here coming up. And any guesses what it's gonna be? Here's another one dead as a doornail right next to it. And I don't really know what to say on these. I don't know what killed them. I don't even know what species they are, but they are not alive. This is where my child gets picked up off the school bus, so I wanted to clean this up for Mom to make it nice for her. I don't usually get that nitpicky on the little tiny pieces of wood and bark. I do like cleaning this up as it's the entry to the property. So I had a couple points I was gonna make here. Point one, when sticks fall from up here and they come down, sometimes a branch will get embedded in the mud. And one of the tricks I learned is don't kick stuff with your toe to get it out. I can't tell you how many times I've almost busted a toe trying to kick something loose. Always use your heel. Your heel doesn't get hurt like a toe. Number two, what do you do when you hear a bee near you buzzing and then it goes silent? Oh boy, yeah, that just happened, and I felt like I'd have to do a crazy dance just to make sure the thing hadn't landed on me. I didn't know where it was. I just keep going on my own. I ignore them. Probably get stung one of these days, but that's how it is. Point three is just that if you didn't know this, we live on a country road, and it's quite busy. People come flying by here. Well, that's what an old country road is, I guess. I mean, I'm not saying I don't go that fast either, but but they do slow down because we're on an intersection. But boy, it sure is fun seeing old tractors come through here, going from ground to ground. All right, I gotta go unload our cart here, and I'll spare you that. Oh, in point four, for any of your friends getting rid of these totes, we just find them so handy. We drilled a whole bunch of holes in the bottom so they leak like a sieve. The great thing is we go fill them with sticks and they won't collect rainwater, and we can just take them to the bonfire and throw them in and pull the bucket out. Trying to handle the sticks, especially little ones that you can't pick up with like grapples and stuff, as few times as possible. Anyway, well, hey, thanks for hanging out with us today, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Down on the road again.